Lesson 5, Question 1. The new millennium has brought discoveries about dolphin cognition, emotion, and consciousness, creating a bridge to what is known about dolphin behavior, with an emphasis on communication. New data on dolphin intelligence allow us to obtain a broader picture of the inner lives of dolphins. We see that dolphins exhibit sophisticated characteristics previously attributed only to humans, and possibly to other higher primates. We know that dolphins understand syntax, semantics, and word order, and are capable of mirror self-recognition, comprehension of pointing gestures, and understanding reference to body parts. They can identify the same abstract object using vision or echolocation. There is evidence that dolphins have culture. For instance, killer whales have vocal dialects that are distinct to each family group and are passed down through generations. Some bottlenose dolphins use sponges as tools when foraging along the sea floor. 신탁스 구문, 문법 통사론 세만틱스 의미론 포레지 먹이를 찾아다니다. Lesson 5, Question 2. Many people, including those in most governments, place their faith in new technologies as the solution to every present and indeed future ecological problem. And it is true that appropriate, clean, and affordable technology has an important role to play in resolving the eco-crisis. But it cannot bear the weight of cornucopian dreams. Technology is vanishingly unlikely to be able to compensate for uncontrolled expansion of either population or consumption. For example, it tends to become increasingly expensive, and/or specialized and technological solutions notoriously tend to create new problems, which then seem to require more technological intervention, and so on. Still more fundamentally, such solutions to ecological problems ignore the urgent need actually to reduce consumption, thereby, of course, spending less, and lock us into a collective mindset run by technoscience, financed by capital, and protected by state power, which is a principal cause of the problems. Then more of that cause can only be perceived, with increasingly desperate denial, as the only solution. Cornucopium 풍요로운 풍부한 notoriously 악명 높게. Lesson 5, Question 3. Many countries have had legislation to protect animals, in place for decades, even for centuries. This legislation may regulate practices such as slaughter or experimentation, or may be more generally aimed at preventing cruelty. But whether this kind of legislation is adequate lies at the heart of a key debate between those who argue, in a legal context, for the promotion of animal welfare, and those who argue for the promotion of animal rights. Those who argue for animal welfare seek increased legal protection for animals from human-inflicted pain and other kinds of suffering, for example, insufficient food and space. Animal rights advocates maintain that this welfare legislation does not go far enough. Welfare legislation accepts, they argue, that animals may be used by humans for food and as experimental subjects. It merely tries to curb the worst excesses of these practices. The problem, on the right's view, is more fundamental than this. Animals are not the kinds of thing that humans should use in this way at all. The problem, therefore, is not one about treating animals inhumanely, but instead one about understanding them as human resources. Slaughter 도설 human-inflicted 인간이가 하는 처복제하다.